I have a problem in eliminating wrong answers in the practice exams. Can you help? Yes. This is what we teach you in with the BAT technique and the blitz. So let's jump in, and if you haven't heard about the blitz and our BAT technique, you can go to the cco.us and see more about it. But I got a great example here that Laureen found, and I'm going to show you. This is I went in and put colors and highlighted it, and I'm going to show you how my brain thinks. Now, that doesn't mean your brain's going to think like mine, because actually mine clicks a little oddly. So it does. But you'll get the gist of how, I always say, look at it with a coder's eye, the hairy eyeball, the coder's hairy eyeball. And what you do is, anybody can look up a code, and anybody can, it's like looking up a code in a telephone book, right? It's so easy to do. What's problematic is coding to the highest specificity, right? And making sure that the guidelines that are in and surrounding those codes that you're following the guidelines. And so again, being a coder is your education, which never stops. We talked about that tonight. It is also your ability to navigate the guidelines. That's what we tell you. Read them like 3 or 4 times before you test, and to look at a heads up and see what's out of place. Now, part of this comes with time, right? And practice. You don't have to memorize codes. You will on some, but you can't. There's too many. And then when you get things memorized, they go off and change the guidelines or the codes on you. So again, you always have that manual. It's kind of like your old trusty Bible that you go and it's all dog-eared and everything. But let's look at some of this, a great example that we're given. And this is exactly what we do in our case studies. This is how we do our CEUs and our lectures and stuff. This is a test question that came in. Now, I'm not going to read this, all right? And also, this is how we teach you. You don't have time when you're taking the CPC exam and some of these other exams to read a full page documentation to abstract. They've already looked up the codes. They gave you 4 choices, right? So you need to look at this very quickly and abstract the information, let it pop off the screen for you. So the first thing that I look at is, okay, I've got 4 choices, and I'm looking at the layout of my 4 choices, and I want to know, what does my brain focus on that distinguishes these 4 choices, okay? And then I'm going to start looking up codes. I haven't even read the documentation yet, but, or you could wait, don't look up those codes, and just quickly speed read and say, what is going to jump off the page? So I look really quick. Some of this is fodder. I don't care that she's 3 years old. That doesn't jump off, So what does jump off the page? 4 veins. They're inflamed. It's the left leg. Every single code is going to tell you if it's the laterality in ICD-10. They specifically said left leg. That should leap off for you. Ulcerated, okay? Then what did they do? Ablation therapy, okay. Radio frequency, keywords. They injected something. Sclerosing. How do you say that? Solutions. They're staunching it or whatever. So again, that should do that. And then I see another one I didn't even. Varicose veins. What kind of veins are we dealing with? Varicose veins. Those things just leapt off. Okay. Now I'm looking at the codes. Okay. Now what did I do? I highlighted what my brain looked at. Right here. Any patterns do you see? Yeah. Always look at modifiers. Does every one of these choices have a modifier? No. 3 have a modifier. So I need to know what modifier 51 is, right? As soon as I know, if modifier 51, open up the CPT book, look in the front cover, modifier 51, multiple procedures. Okay, so were multiple procedures done? Yes or no? We need to know that. So I'm going to write off to the side here, multiple procedures. And then I'm looking and I say, okay, for me, as you know, I like ICD-10, so I will always look at the ICD codes before I look at CPT, because that's That's what I know is it's most comfortable. So what do I see? I see the first codes are not the same. Two choices, C and D, have 0.222. These are all I83. So I know I'm not in the wrong area. One of these are not way out. You know, which one isn't like the others? They're all, so there's something in there that distinguishes these three codes, and it's after the 0.2. It's either O2, blah, blah, blah. And then the next one, look, only 3 of the 4 choices use L 97.929, and the others do that. So that tells me that if I need to use modifier 51 on this, but I don't need that L code, then B's my answer. And I stop, right? I'm done, and I move on. But let's say I do need the L code and I do need the modifier 51, then I'm down to 2 choices. Right? I'm down to A and C. Okay, so see how, yeah, I haven't even looked at the CPT codes yet, you know, so let's look real quick what these are. And so then I get my manual and I look real quick. Okay, 51, multiple procedures. Well, you know, I don't really understand varicose veins, so I'm not really sure if it was multiple procedures. That confuses me. So, okay, put that off to the side. Then I'm going to look, let's see, I, 83.222, real quick, varicose veins. Yep, it said varicose veins, right? So, okay, I'm good. Left lower extremity. Yeah, it was the left. I saw that. It jumped out at me. Ulcer and inflammation. I did see those 2 terms. Okay, so that code's okay for right there. But then I'm look down at the 0.209. Varicose vein, good. Of unspecified lower extremity? No, they said left. They identified it. Bam, 209's out. Can I mark off one? B, it's out. It's off the page. I run a line through B. It's not an option anymore because it isn't applicable. Then I'm going to go 202. Can we rule that out? Yeah, varicose veins. Yeah, it was. Unspecified lower extremity. Okay, no, because it's specified. It was the left. So, bam, 202's out. Which one? Oh, guess what? I just marked off A. So now I'm down to 2 choices that I need to clarify. I haven't even looked at the CPT codes yet. So, 0.229. Non-pressure ulcer, yeah, left calf, okay, unspecified severity. Yeah, okay, I don't remember. I'll have to go back and look at that one. 0.929, pressure ulcer, blah, blah, unspecified part, left lower leg with unspecified, okay, those 2, you know, are kind of the similar. So I want to make sure, I'm not sure, because they didn't really say calf, but, you know, so it kind of was unspecified, but I've only got 2 choices and these codes look really similar here. So let me go ahead and move to CPT. So what I did was I marked off the flies buzzing me here. Okay, so then I'm looking at CPT. The first thing I look up, I usually go to my brain just goes to the lowest code. So I looked at, and they're all, look, these first codes are all 364. So we know we're in the right church. Maybe we're not in the right pew. So 36468, single or multiple injections. Okay, yeah. Spider veins. Wait, no, these are varicose veins. You know that spider veins are different than varicose veins. So bam, mark it off. Oh gosh, but that didn't help me because I still got that on, so that eliminates D, but okay, I got to verify this. So 36475, everything looks good. First vein treatment, But but then when I look at 7.6, this is what gets me. Jumps off of the page. Radio frequency. Yes, that was mentioned. Remember, it was one of those words that jumped off. Subsequent veins. And then this guideline lists separately in addition to the code for the primary. So that means that I can use 36475 for the first vein, and then for any subsequent veins, I'm going to use 36476. Good. I'm done, right? I could stop there, but then I look up 7.1 and it says, oh, yep, you remember they injected him with that solution, that this sclerosing solution, multiple veins, same leg. Yeah. So what is my choice? So then, oh, I put this down here so we could look at it again. See these words? All right, sclerosing, infrequency, ablation, ulcerated, left leg. So there we go. We've ruled out all of the ones and we know which one's the answer now. And that was quick. Look how fast I did that. And that's how you get through the CPC exam and eliminate. I can just hear it. Golf clap. Oh, you guys are going to be so good at this when you practice it. And this is what we do in our videos, and this is what we do in our student webinars and things like that.
Do you need more medical certification training? Go to www.cco.us